Welcome to Power BI tutorial. Today, we will explore the Power BI online application. We will learn to import data from our computer. We will learn to create scorecards and matrix. And finally, we will create a report, using the Smart Auto Create feature. Let's start. So when you log into the Power BI online, you see this page. All your files and documents will appear here, in the Workplace area. My Workplace has another tab here. We will discuss this later, in detail. Then we have these samples to explore and learn from. These are the reports and dashboards, created by Power BI team for us to explore. There is a new report button, which will take you to the Create tab to create new reports. It gives you two options. You can either enter data manually, or use a published semantic model, previously known as data model. Pick a published semantic model button will take you to this window, where it still says Dataset. You can add data here, and any data you have already added, will appear in this area. Then there are some other items which can be created as well, such as Lakehouse, Warehouse, and Notebook. Click on the See All button, to see all the items you can create in the Power BI online. The next tab is the Browse tab, where all your recent, favorite, and shared files will appear. On Lake Data Hub can also be used to add and access data. You can use search and filter to locate data from a list of data that is owned by you or shared with you. Clicking on the Add Data button will again take you to the window discussed previously. In the Apps tab, you can access various apps you may have added. You can use the Get Apps button, to get apps from a list of apps. All Apps window, has a long list of apps, from which you can choose apps to add to your Apps tab. You can also add apps from your organization. And template apps available from App Source. Since we did not add any app, our apps area is blank. In the next tab, you can create, view, and track matrix and scorecards. You can explore scorecards using recommended, following and assigned buttons. In the recommended section, there are some sample scorecards provided, which contain matrix inside them. Scorecards created or added by you, will appear in this area, organized in recent, favorites, shared, and all categories. You can create a scorecard, using the new Scorecard button. Let's create a temporary metric within a temporary scorecard for demonstration. Enter an appropriate name for your metric here. Here you can add people as owners. Enter the current value of metric here. And the target value of metric in this field. After that, select the status of your metric from the list of status. Let's say our metric is on track. Let's leave the start and due date unchanged, and save the metric. All metrics added will appear inside their respective scorecards. Let's change the title of our scorecard as well. You can use the New button, to create metrics and sub-metrics. You can move and copy the scorecard, and update the data set, using the File menu. Other options include Share, Chat, and Subscribe to scorecards. Settings button can be used to make changes to the file name, permission, and status. The scorecard we just created will now be available in the Scorecards tab. Next tab is the Workspace tab, which contains all the files. As you can see, our scorecard, and its semantic model are available here as well. Let's create a new semantic model in Power BI. We can use an Excel file, or a CSV file, for our model. Let's go to the Kaggle, and download our restaurant sales data set. Click on the Download button here. This is the Excel file that will be downloaded. It contains sales data of a restaurant. Let's import this data to our Power BI workspace. We can use the Browse button to upload the file. Select the file, and press the Open button. Wait for upload process to complete. Now we can either explore the data, or share the semantic model. On the right side, we have all the fields, from both sheets. The original names were items and orders. Both names now contain a table prefix before them. We can use these fields to create reports now. Using the Explore button, you can auto-create a report, create a blank report, and create a paginated report. So, let's auto-create a report. Let the system generate a report, and then click on the View button, to view the report. It may not look like much, but this auto-created report is quite impressive. Let's switch to the Edit mode, and save the report to our workspace. From File menu, press Save, and then enter an appropriate name for your report. Click on the Save button, to save the file. The file is now saved in your workspace. Let's edit this report, and make some changes. We'll change the first chart, from bar chart, to a column chart. Then we will replace the order number field, with the sales field. We will turn our second chart into a line and column chart. We will replace the order number field, with the sales or the cost field. And we will add the sales or the cost field, to the line y-axis. Our data has abnormalities, which we will clear, using the filters. We will apply filters on sales. But first we must identify the abnormalities. These months with value 1, are the abnormal ones. We will use greater than function, with anything greater than abnormal values, to filter them out. Now our chart looks fine. We will change this chart, into a pie chart. Let's replace the order number field, with the sales field. And the item name field, with the category field. Similarly, we will change the other chart, to a pie chart as well. Though we will replace the subcategory field, with the category field. And in the values area, we will add the order number field, as count. And we will call this orders, as in number of orders. And now our report is complete. On the top visual, we will change the order numbers, to count, and call it number of orders. And in the other card, we will replace cost, with sales. And our report is now ready, which we partially created using the Auto Create feature. Thanks for watching. We hope you liked our tutorial. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful tutorials and updates.